Hi, Kuya Will. I'm one of your quiet followers. I often listen to you while cleaning my room or commuting. Now, I want to share my own story. A simple story of a gay guy who found romance in a group chat, GC. Back then, I had just gotten out of an almost real but not really relationship. For 3 years, I hoped and waited. But in the end, I was the only one who cared. I had no one to talk to. So one night, while browsing an LGBTQ plus Facebook group, I stumbled upon a post. LGBTGC Kalukan, hangout spot, laughs, venting, and drinking plans. Just PM to join. On a whim, I joined. But I never expected the GC to be this much fun. Every day there were memes, banter, people crying, drunk confessions, voice reveals, thirst traps, and of course, monthly drinking sessions at a videoke bar near MCU Monumento. Every night felt like a chaotic family gathering. At first, I was quiet, just an observer. Until one night, I posted a meme. Someone replied, "Glad you finally spoke up. The timeline missed you." His username, Tristan_23. A simple comment, but it sent a thrill down my spine. That's how our chat started. Playful teasing, then late night conversations, until he became part of my nightly routine. I thought it was just fun and games, but in that GC, something unexpected arrived. Kuya Will, ever since Tristan commented on my post in the GC, my nights suddenly felt brighter. It began with teasing. Whenever I posted a meme, he'd be the first to reply, "Corny again, Mikay." But it wasn't mean. It was playful. Sometimes he'd call me Miss Q&A finalist because of my dramatic posts. But later, he'd tag me in BL clips with comments like, "This is you." Soon, he became consistent. Before I could even message him, a "Good morning, Mikay" would appear in my DMs. No emojis, just plain text. But you know that feeling when you're the first person they think of upon waking? At night, "Take care, Mikay. Sleep early, okay?" Sometimes, he'd send a selfie, wearing a bonnet, smiling. Not conventionally handsome, but the kind of face you'd stare at because it felt real. I was stunned the first time he called me baby in the GC. I thought he was joking, but I froze for minutes. My heart raced. In the GC, we became a duo. Others called us Tristan. During drinking plans, they'd ask if we'd go together. Everyone joked, but truthfully, I wasn't sure if my feelings were a joke anymore. Kuya Will, we've never met in person, but we talk every night. It feels like a relationship we haven't named. And every time he says, "Good night," I want to confess, but I'm not ready. What if he's just joking? What if I'm the only one falling deeper? Kuya Will, I admit, I didn't expect it to go this far. It started in a simple GC, but now, Tristan and I have our own world every night, even without meeting. Some nights, we'd call while the GC stayed silent. Conversations too personal for the group chat. We talked about past heartbreaks, his unaccepting family, his fear of commitment, and his dream of opening a small cafe with a rainbow flag. It's weird, Kuya Will. The more I know him, the deeper my feelings grow. He's not just a cheerful Tristan from the GC anymore. Now, he's the first person I look for when I wake up and the last voice I hear before sleeping. One unforgettable night, at 1 a.m., I asked, "Tristan, do you ever wonder if this is really us?" After a pause, he whispered, "Mikay, sometimes I think, if we're like this in chat, how much more in real life?" Kuya Will, I forgot how to breathe. I wanted to rush to Monumento right then just to see him. But we still haven't met. Neither of us pushes it. There's fear between us. Fear that meeting might change everything. Or maybe I'm just scared of loving him more in person. If this is real, I hope I'm not the only one feeling it. Kuya Will, this should have been the part where I say, finally, I saw him. But not yet. When the GC planned another drinking session at MSU Monumento, Tristan privately messaged, "Are you coming, Mikay? Please?" I shouldn't overthink it. He was excited. So was I. The whole GC awaited our first face-to-face. But I was nervous. What if he's different from what I imagined? What if he sees me and changes his mind? I still went. Bought a new polo, got a haircut, dressed up. He called before I left. "Take care, okay? See you later." But on the jeep to Monumento, his message came. "Mikay, sorry, I can't make it. My brother picked me up. A family emergency." I didn't know what to feel. Sad, yes, but not angry. Because I knew, whatever the reason, it was real. I already knew him, even without meeting. I still went to the videoke bar. GC friends asked where Tristan was. "Too bad, you two should have duetted." As someone sang, "Bakit pa ba" in the background, I stared at my phone. The mic rotated, but I didn't sing, because something felt missing. Then, as I drank, my phone lit up. "I'm really sorry, baby. Next time, you'll be my priority." Kuya Will, you know that feeling when they're not holding you, but you feel held? That's Tristan to me. Sometimes, not meeting proves how much someone means to you. Because even without touching them, you already want to hold them forever. Kuya Will, if our failed meetup hurt, the next moment made my heart race harder. Mikay, want it to be just us? No GC, no noise, just coffee, you and me. Truthfully, I'd wanted that for so long, but I never expected him to ask first. I covered my mouth reading it, giggling at my own giddiness. I replied, "Fine," but inside, I wanted to scream at the mirror. We set a date, Sunday, coffee at SM Monumento, afternoon to avoid crowds. He wanted it simple, so we can talk quietly. From that day, he grew sweeter. I woke up to, "Good morning, baby," and slept to, "Asleep yet? I miss you." Every day, I counted down to Sunday. "Mikay, what are you wearing? Want me in a polo?" "Haha, sure, wear a polo. I'll be in plain white, easy to spot." I imagined him every morning while drinking my 3-in-1 coffee. I even checked Google Street View of the mall, rehearsing where I'd stand waiting. I never thought a simple, "good morning" in a GC could become this important. That a "how are you" would make me feel butterflies again. They say online romance stays in chats. But with Tristan, Kuya Will, it's different. This isn't just fun. It's not boredom. Every message, every emoji, every call feels like he's saying, "Soon, Mikay. Soon, I'll hold you. And this Sunday, I'll find out if a simple 'fine' can start something real." Kuya Will, of all days to cancel, thank God it wasn't Sunday. Thank God he came. I arrived early at SM Monumento, wandered the mall for an hour, overthinking. What if he doesn't recognize me? What if I'm not his type? I wore the polo we agreed on. My pouch had alcohol, wipes, and mints, overprepared like a job interview. Haha. His message came. "Mikay, I'm at Starbucks, left side, sling bag, white shirt." The world paused. I rushed to the store, and when I saw him, I froze. He was simple, slim, gentle-faced, unassuming. But his smile, it held all our banter, laughter, good mornings, and take care in one glance. He stood when he saw me. "Hi," he said. "You're paler in person." I laughed. "You're handsomer than video calls." We blushed like high schoolers. Over coffee, he asked about my job. I asked his favorite OPM song. Nothing grand, no fireworks, but every answer felt like, "I've waited so long for you." We walked around the mall afterward, not holding hands, but breathing in sync. Then, out of nowhere, he took my hand. No words, no permission, but no resistance from me. Kuya Will, the world muted. I didn't care about stairs, jeeps, or fishball vendors. All I heard was my heartbeat synced with his palm against mine. Just holding. Quiet. But I felt, this is it. He didn't need to say it. I didn't need to ask. Because in his grip, I knew I was his choice. On the way home, I asked, "Why'd you do that?" He said, "Because I want you to remember, even without labels, you're the one I want to hold." Kuya Will, I didn't say it aloud, but in my heart, yes, we're together. Maybe not to the world yet, maybe not in words, but in actions, time, effort, we are. After all the days I doubted myself, today I looked in the mirror and realized I can be chosen, I can be loved. Kuya Will, I never imagined this moment would come. No fireworks, no dramatic rain confessions, not like BL series. But for me, it was the happiest question I've ever received. "Mikay, are we official?" That night, we were outside a convenience store in Caloocan. San Mig Light in cups, fish balls on a stick, drizzling, just enough to share an umbrella. Silence. Then he said, "I can't keep this half real anymore. No more buts, no more maybes." He looked at me, nervous but steady. "If it were up to me, Mikay, I'd call you my boyfriend now." My chest exploded, warm, soft. I teased, "Sure? No more GC, no more games?" He nodded. "No more. Because I want you in real life." I didn't speak. I stepped closer, checking if he'd retreat. He didn't. So slowly, I kissed him. No fireworks, but my heart burst. Not passionate, not vulgar. Just right. Tender, true, and full. A kiss that said, "Thank you for coming." After, we laughed. No whatever or "that's cheesy." Because we both knew. No turning back. Kuya Will, it feels so good to love and be loved back. And even if our start was simple, I hope the ending never ends. Kuya Will, they say relationships aren't measured by sweet moments alone, but by strength under pressure. When family, expectations, and fear enter the picture. Weeks after Tristan and I became official, we kept it quiet. No GC announcement. We wanted the joy without judgment. But the day came when he faced his other world, his family, his sister's birthday, a gathering at their house. He called me from the bathroom, whispering, "Baby, they're introducing me to Erica, my dad's boss's daughter. Feels like a blind date." I laughed, but it stung. "What did you say?" "Nothing, just smiled. Said nice to meet you. But Mikay, it's heavy." I didn't know how to feel. I understood. Coming out isn't easy. But part of me wanted to scream, "I'm your boyfriend, not her." That night, we met at our usual spot. He was quiet, avoiding my eyes. "Sorry," he mumbled. "I can't say it yet." I held his hand. No anger, just sadness. "It's okay, I'll wait. But promise, in the end, it's still me. Kuya Will, we didn't break up." But that day, I learned love isn't just butterflies. It's courage. And I learned to love despite fear. Because when it's real, you'll risk hurt. as long as they're with you in the end. I never thought the sweetest words wouldn't be "I love you," but "I choose you." Days passed without seeing Tristan after the birthday. No updates, no "good morning, love," or "eat well." I felt it. He was struggling. But I didn't push. I stayed silent. Because sometimes you must let the person you love choose freely. Then one night, walking home from work, I heard a whistle. Tristan stood there, jacket on, sweating, breathless. "Mikay," he said, "don't speak. Let me." He pulled me to our first tambayan spot, looked me in the eye, unafraid despite passers-by. Dad asked if I liked Erica. I said no, because I love someone else, not a girl, not what you want, but it's real. That's all I know. He said, "Your choice." I didn't know whether to cry or laugh, but before I could react, he stepped closer. "Mikay, sorry I was scared, but now I'm here. No more hiding." And he kissed me, in public. Brief, not showy, but enough to feel. I'm his choice. After, we didn't speak, just held hands. In that silence, the answer was clear. Yes, I still love you. And yes, we can finally tell the world. Kuya Will, sometimes you won't get someone's whole heart right away. But if you're real, the day will come when they give it to you. Completely. No doubts. Now, as I write this, Tristan and I aren't just online anymore. We're real. No hiding, no fear. Still us, and celebrating our anniversary next week. We've been through so much, from GC chats to almost giving up. But here we are, more real, stronger, choosing each other every day. Not every GC story becomes real, but when it does, it's beautiful, right? Like Mikay and Tristan, starting with a simple "hi," ending with love chosen daily. Thanks, Mikay, for sharing. May this remind us all, love finds us, even in unexpected places. If this touched you, maybe it's a sign to message that GC friend you've been thinking about. And if you want more real stories, join me here for more letters of love, hope, and truth. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. It helps these stories reach more hearts.